Southlake has traditionally been named as the #1 best suburb in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and is consistently known as one of the top 10 best cities, small cities in the United States. So today we're going to dive deep inside the numbers for Southlake, Texas, and why it is such a wonderful place to live. Now, keep in mind, these numbers are from roughly 2020, so they're going to be a little outdated, but it should give you a very good understanding of what is so special about the city. So as of right now, the current population of Southlake, Texas is roughly 31,000 residents. The established build-out population is roughly 34,000 residents. 98% of people say that the quality of life here is excellent or very good. So as you can see by the demographics, as far as how many people live here versus how many people are projected to live here, there's not a lot of land left to build on, which is going to be a recurring theme if you have an interest in relocating or moving to Southlake, Texas. Southlake has a square mile ratio of about 21.88 square miles. It is actually the second largest city in Tarrant County by square miles, next to Fort Worth. There are 9,300 homes roughly. The average number of people per household is 3.3, and the population per acre is 2.23. As you can see, the population started in the 1970s, very small, under 5,000, and the 1990s really exploded with the development of the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport and has continued to stabilize and grow over the last 30 years. The median household income in Southlake, Texas as of 2020 was $200,000. Today it is closer to $240,000, with the average net worth per household of over $3 million and a disposable income of over $161,000. So it is a wonderful place to do business. There are many people here with disposable income to go out and build and grow and participate in business ventures and business growth. The average population by age, the median age is 42.6 years of age, with the majority of people falling in between the 25 to 64 year age demographic, with about 20% of the population being 14 years or younger. Getting into the demographics of the city, the marital status, about 83% of people who live here are married with children. It is a very family-friendly environment. Carroll ISD is one of the best school districts in the entire country and has traditionally been named the best school district in the state of Texas. Despite what some people think, there is ethnic diversity in Southlake, Texas. 72% of the population are Caucasian. Now keep in mind that about 65 to 66% of the overall United States population is Caucasian, so this is pretty much in line with that. About 5% of the population is African American, with 12% being Hispanic and Latino, over 8% being Asian. The place of birth for the majority of residents in Southlake is North America or the United States. The primary language is English, and 68% of people who live in Southlake have a bachelor's degree or higher, so it is a very well-educated city, one of the best in the country. It is named traditionally as been one of the best cities for families in the United States, and also has wonderful public schools. So now we're going to dive into the city of Southlake housing market. Keep in mind, again, these numbers are from 2020. So in 2020, the average price of a home in Southlake, Texas was $962,285. Today, that is closer to $1.1 million. The home sales in 2020 in Southlake were about 590, and that's about what we're seeing, about 50 home sales per month, so 500 to 600 per year, with the average time on market being a little under 3 months. There were 99 new construction permits issued in 2020. There are very few lots left in Southlake, Texas for new construction builds. However, if you've been paying attention to our channel, you've seen some information on Carillon Park, which is the last fairly large development going in Southlake, with over 565,000 square feet of mixed-use space and 79 luxury residences coming to the city. This is one of the last places to get a brand new home, and if you'd like more information on that, please click the link below and contact us, and we'd be happy to share some very important information with you on that. Southlake has traditionally been named as the #1 best suburb in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and is consistently known as one of the top 10 best cities, small cities in the United States. Some things that people don't know about Southlake: 93% of people who live here own their homes, so there are very few rentals. This is not a place for Airbnbs and things like that. It's actually outlawed in the city. There also are not apartments in Southlake. Pretty much every property is a single-family residence. There are some condos and townhomes, but those are the exception, not the rule. A very interesting statistic about homeownership in Southlake is that 58% of property owners have been in their home for less than 10 years. However, over 40% of homeowners have been in their homes for 25 years or longer. So people stay so long primarily because there's not really a better place to go. It is a very nice neighborhood to live in, and it's a wonderful place to be. The residential valuation in Southlake, Texas, as of 2020 was almost $6 billion, and non-residential was almost $2.5 billion. However, with Carillon Park coming in, which is really going to change the socioeconomic factors in the city, with 565,000 square feet of mixed-use space, along with some of the continued development in Town Square, Southlake is becoming a hub of economic activity, especially with what's happening in Westlake. So it's a wonderful place to move your business if you are looking for those types of opportunities. So speaking of the retail and commercial applications of the real estate industry, right now there is about 4.5 million total square feet of retail space, and the occupancy rate is about 94%. That has held true post-pandemic and into 2023. You can see that the community is well structured into different areas with neighborhood centers and power centers, lifestyle centers, community centers, all making up a good portion of the commercial real estate market here in Southlake. Class A office space is about 1.8 million square feet. Class B is about 1.8 million square feet. We have medical office space, roughly about 1 million square feet, and industrial office space at about 2 million square feet. So there is a nice mix of everything. Southlake has continued to be a Planning Excellence Award winner in the state of Texas. So it continues to plan the city very, very well. It is known as one of the most scenic cities in the United States as well as Texas, and it is one of the safest cities in the state of Texas. So as we've talked about, Southlake has a premier location. It is roughly 10 minutes from the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It is approximately a 25-minute drive to North Dallas or to Dallas. It is approximately 16 miles to Denton, and it's approximately 13 miles as the bird flies from Fort Worth, but really it's about a 28-minute drive, and about 13 miles to Arlington. So if you like watching the Dallas Cowboys or the Texas Rangers, it's a great spot to be close to that. It's right off of State Highway 114 and has close access to Farmers Road 1709 and 1938. As well. As we talked about a little bit about the home values and the population, I wanted to give you some of the statistics for Southlake, but as well as some of the awards it's won. Wallet Hub named it the best Texan city for finding a job. It has continued to do so for the last 10 years or so. It's one of the top 10 best small town cities in the United States. It has one of the best public school systems in the United States. It's one of the best cities in Texas for families. It's one of the safest cities in Texas, one of the best places to raise a family in Texas, one of the top 10 wealthiest towns in America, the number one most affluent U.S. neighborhood in the United States, the number one wealthiest city in the state of Texas, one of the best suburban neighborhoods in Dallas-Fort Worth, and on and on and on. So it's won multiple awards for being a wonderful place to live, and this is why so many people would like to live here. And primarily being there's exemplary neighborhoods throughout the entire city of Southlake. There's over 160 unique pocket neighborhoods, and what a lot of people don't know before they get out here is most of the homes here are custom. So you're not going to see a lot of builder homes where you can find the same floor plans over and over again. They're quite unique. As I've said, the city of Southlake has been named one of the safest cities in Texas many years over. There is wonderful dining and shopping areas, especially at Town Square and the new Carillon Park coming in, as well as others. Overall, it's just a fantastic place to be. You have an abundance of hospitals and quality education systems. Other than Carroll ISD, you have multiple private schools located very close to the city. There's also 40 different universities within a 20-mile radius of Southlake. So there are wonderful opportunities for education outside of just public school, and there is plenty of access to hospitals and healthcare. Baylor Scott White is one of the premier medical facilities in Texas, and Cook's Children's Hospital and Urgent Care is located here in Texas, as well as Methodist Southlake Hospital. So there is quite a lot available from a medical perspective if needed. Southlake is located directly adjacent to Lake Grapevine, so there are lake properties available, but they are few and far between. So this is our breakdown of Southlake. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you have questions about relocating or moving either yourself or your business to Southlake, Southlake or Westlake or anywhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I would certainly love to hear from you. We would be happy to help you, and I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. Get in touch with us. We can book a discovery call with you to find out more about your dreams and what you are looking to accomplish in your life, and we would love to help you facilitate that. So I hope you're having a great day. Everybody stay safe out there, and I will see you next time.